In this video, we are going to review how to add deductions from your commission tab. So I am here in Command Platform. If you need to access it, it's agent.kw.com. If you ever don't know what you're looking for and you need the names out to the right hand side, just click this red KW and out will come the names. So I am here in an opportunity. I have created an opportunity and I have tied the listing in, and now it is under contract. I have gone in and added in my documents, and I am ready to create the offer for this opportunity. And I'm going to add a new offer, create offer. What is the, you can give this a different name, so we could actually call this. This would be really good if you are working on a listing that has multiple offers. You can actually come in here and name these. Now, this is something to be really conscious of, because it will pull this close date into your commission tab and it will be incorrect. And the MCA will think that you are closing much sooner than you actually are. And that's how they base all of the DAs. So be really careful of this close date. So I do have my offer date. That can be today. My close date will go out and say it's actually going to be in May. And I'm going to go on and hit parties. You must have a buyer and a seller. So we can have our buyer be Donald Duck. We'll come down, and I am representing the buyer. I'm sorry, the seller, and the buyer is represented by Minnie Mouse. Okay, you do not have to have anything else other than if you're wanting to keep up with their information here. You can now go to terms. Now just remember that when you get to here, you are either going to have an all cash deal or an all financed deal. So we'll go ahead and do this. So that is our financed amount, and that is our total sales price. What is the earnest amount being held? Typically no option fees here in Georgia. This may actually apply to you where you are. Termination option. This is basically your due diligence time frame. How many days from binding do you have for inspections? So we will put 14 days here. Coming down to seller costs. Seller will contribute to a residential service contract. This is typically a home warranty contract. Could be a stucco contract, anything that the seller is contributing to that needs to come off of the, or will be showing on the HUD. Seller will contribute how much to settlement cost, basically contribution to closing cost. Okay, now we have completed all of this, and it's going to take us to an agent analysis. This agent analysis does not have to be filled in. Although, if you are in a multiple offer situation, this is a really good place to put the pros and the cons and a summary, giving your seller everything there is to know about all of the offers that have come in. You can actually create as many of these as you want, and it'll put it out here. You can then go and create an actual analysis of all of the spreadsheets. Okay, so for this case, I'm just going to go ahead and accept this offer. You can see now my commission tab is actually lit up, which means I can now go into my commission tab and start making sure everything is correct and getting it submitted to the market center. So it will bring in exactly what you put over on your offers page. You will see that the close date, because we went out and changed it, is correct. You are unable to change it at this stage. So if you submit this right here with a wrong date, you will have to contact your MCA's office to get this corrected. Okay, you can also add a co-broker if you want here, although I'm going to show you a different way to do this if you are on a team. So you can actually add in a co-broker there if you want. Now I am going to come down and I am the lead agent, and maybe I am going to share this with somebody on my team. And we are now sharing the unit also. So I've reduced the unit down to half a unit. I'm now going to come over and reduce the commission down by half, okay? Now, what this gives me the capability to do is come down to the very bottom and hit add an agent. I can now come in and add an agent just by typing. And I can hit add. And now I do have two agents here, and so I am the original agent and I've added an agent, and now I'm going to give them a half a unit, and I'm going to give them half of the commission. Okay? So this now balances everything out. But wait, we have FMLS fees. How do I go about adding my FMLS fees? So on Agent 1, I can come down and add an item. I'm going to click in the additional element box and choose what I'm going to do. As far as FMLS fees and Cares for Kids, that will be a deduction. I can come in here and put the amount. This is going to be an EIN. The tax ID number, I suggest you put the FMLS number and 2 zeros at the end. Oops, sorry, I didn't have enough numbers in there. The description will be FMLS, pay to, FMLS. This address right here is the address of your property. Okay. This will be your phone number. You do not need an email because it's not required. And now I can hit add. And you can see that it has taken this FMLS fee away from agent number 1. Now, if we are splitting those FMLS fees, I can now scroll down to the agent number 2 and hit add item and go through the same thing. Maybe agent number 2 has a concession that is going to be taken off of them. And we can say that that's going to be a $200 concession. Is this concession on the closing statement? We'll go ahead and say yes. Is the market center paying? Typically that is always going to be no. We can now hit add. So this would actually have to be an agent expense if I wanted to do something like that. So we would do okay, I can also do a bonus. So if there was a bonus built into something, I could say it's a $1,000 bonus. It is going to be split with Market Center, and I can hit add. Okay, so you can kind of see everything is starting to balance itself out. Now, as far as Cares for Kids, that's going to work the same way. I'm going to come in and do a deduction, whatever my amount is. You can do it as an EIN. Again, you can either just use the FMLS number, or typically I will just do all 9s. You cannot use zeros. You can use any number but zeros. This will be Cares for Kids. Same as the pay to. Putting in the property address again. And your phone number. So you're going to start to see that things are starting to be taken out of the commission sheets here. This is going to be the same way as if you have an inside referral, basically anybody within your four walls, or an outside referral. Maybe I now owe a 25% referral fee to somebody. Of course, I'm going to use it as an EIN. I'm going to have their W. I'm going to have the proper paperwork and use the tax ID number from there, broker name, and then it will also reduce it by that. Okay? And again, the property. And the phone number. And I can hit add. Whoops. And hit add. Now, because I went and I did this under only one agent, you're going to start to see how it's starting to build up underneath the agent that I did it. So I gave this agent, agent number 2, a bonus. They also had an outside referral that would be paid. And so you can start to see how the actual deductions are starting to be ramped up. Okay? Now you will also notice that there is no royalty fees or any other deductions being taken out of this agent because they are showing capped. So that would be something that once this is submitted, the MCA's office will confirm that. Once you have done everything and you're ready to go, whether it's just a single commission or you are splitting it with somebody, the last step is definitely to hit the submit button, because our commission tab is live. And so once you hit this submit button, it's going to go into the MCA's office and be geared up, getting ready for closing. So I hope you found this video very helpful, and I hope you go out and make it an amazing day.